welcome to the virtual grooming. My name is Jack, your host, and today I'm bringing you another shaving video. Firstly, I'd like to say it's been a while. How are all of you? I'm doing very well. Pretty much of the same, to be honest, from when I last spoke to you. It's been very busy for me, kind of starting the new job and getting embedded within all that. But I'm doing okay. You know, I'm just trucking along here, as so to speak. Hope you're, as I said, I hope you're all well. As far as me not making videos, a lot of it was to do with the fact that I was purging loads of gear. I didn't have much new to show, and that's kind of something I've always wanted to do with this YouTube channel specifically, is bring you new stuff quite regularly, because I feel when I watch videos, I like to watch new things predominantly. That also applies to me, and that's the sort of content I'd like to make. So when I do make videos for you guys, I would much prefer it to be new products, and I'm going to continue doing that kind of as we go forward. Of course, that means, because I buy a hell of a lot less now. God, I'm trying to think. Last time I bought a soap was about 3 weeks ago, and I'll bring you that in a upcoming video. If you like. Ever since then, I've had a root canal, which was god awful. I don't wish that on anyone. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Let's get into the video, shall we? So, what am I using today? My soap of choice is going to be it's basically from Ethos, as you can see, but it's going to be Dragonsbeard. This is his V2. The scent of this, to me, is wonderful. It's Oud and Coffee to my nose. But it's not like when I think of Oud, you often get quite an animalic smell. This is not like a dirty, skanky animalic smell. It's quite clean. If anyone has ever smelled Oud Wood by Tom Ford, it's actually quite similar. The animalic version of that would be Melessia by Zerchov. It's quite similar to both of those. So we're going to be using that soap, talk you through that soap a little bit, tell you what I think. The razor, I'm going to be using a straight. The Henckels Friodur 472. I have 2 Max Spreckers left, so I've sold a lot of the Max Spreckers. I just overbought. We'll discuss stuff like this throughout the video. And my post-shave is also going to be the matching post-shave splash. My brush, let's show you the brush. So I've sold a lot of brushes too. I've sold the Valet. I just didn't feel I needed it. And I kept this though, because this has some meaning to me. This is the Mervyn Cadman, made in England. Inside this, I have a V5 tip knot by Turn and Shave. There's the Cadman coin there. I really enjoy this brush. So, let's talk a bit about the soap. Firstly, like I said in my Ethos review, buying from this company is not good. In the sense that it's actually quite difficult, to be honest with you. I wish it was easier, but it's not. You know, just getting a hold of him, for starters, actually isn't that bad. But when you start going through the buying process, you start to see the holes in the process, and it's actually quite frustrating. However, this was actually an easier process. I didn't have to go through a lot of the bullshit I did buying the lavender and buying the unscented, so there's that. I just wish they had a fucking website, quite frankly. If they had a website, that would fix all of the problems they have, and then it would be a really easy buying process. However, you can buy their products via, what's the name? The Razor Company. I don't know how regularly they have them in stock, quite honestly, but he does sell through there. I don't think he sells this through there. I think to get this, you might need to email him directly. But yeah, just to know. Talk a bit about the actual soap itself. You can see the texture here is actually pretty unique. The thing that annoys me a hell of a lot about his soap base, so I think his soap is fantastic. It's really good, but it's so soft. The reason I don't like soft soaps, mainly, isn't so much just the way they perform. I don't find there's a difference in performance. In fact, I actually believe quite a lot of the kind of new soap bases are soft. Most of them are croak-like. Aside from Kaizen 2, which I will bring you at some point. I do have a Kaizen 2 soap. But yeah, that's kind of the way I see it. It's not so much a performance thing. The thing that annoys me is it puts me in between a rock and a hard place with how I actually lather this stuff, because I think this is too soft for me to load directly from the tub. I don't want to introduce water to a soap that's soft, it gets all nasty. I also don't want to bowl lather, because I much prefer face lather. I find it creates better lather for me. However, how am I going to face lather it if it's not so much of a cream where I can just smear it on my face easily? It's just an annoying situation. It's kind of like too much of an in-between, but closer to the cream side, but not quite a cream. It's actually quite annoying. So I'm just going to paint this on here. You see what I mean? So I'm going to just create a initial lather here. I've got the amount of splay this brush has. So you can see it here. It's kind of all built up there. So what I'm going to have to do here is just scrub. And you're basically building the lather on your face from this section here. And quite honestly, it kind of pisses me off. So now I know I have a big fucking gloop of soap right there that is just difficult to deal with, and it's a complete pain in the ass. That's really my only criticism, aside from the buying experience. I think that kind of sucks too, but I guess we'll deal with that in a minute. Okay. So I'd say the splay on this brush is quite big. The scent on this is actually, I mean, if it was too strong, I think it would be pretty unsightly, I guess. It wouldn't be incredibly pleasant, I have to say. But it's not too bad in the sense that it's definitely present, but it's certainly not overpowering. See, now I have like little soap bits everywhere. It's just a pain. Like, another way of doing it is, as I've showed you before, where you put it in a bowl and you bowl load it, not bowl lather it. But then for me, I kind of like to leave soaps in a designated bowl. And to have lots of bowls lying about is actually kind of annoying. You may be thinking, just, you know, shut up and get on with it, which I have to agree. But, you know, first world shaving problems, we all have them. In terms of trying to make the routine better, that's kind of what I would say. No, like I said at the start, I hope all you guys are well. I have been meaning to make a video on new stuff. I've been very busy. I have a few reviews kind of in mind, or not so much reviews, but more things to show you. I do have some new stuff, a new DE. So let's talk a bit about stuff I sold. I've dwindled my collection down to about 15 soaps, which for me is not many, I have to say. There was a time just before I moved where I had about 90 soaps and I sold them all. I predominantly have unscented soaps, but I do have quite a few scented soaps that I like. Quite a lot of sterling stuff because I just don't see the use in selling it. I don't think I don't think I'll get a decent price for it for starters, so there's no point in selling it, and I like it. All of the scents are very easy to like. I've transitioned predominantly to scents that are very much of that nature, you know, scents that in an evening, if I'm not wearing some sort of fragrance throughout the day, I don't need to be someone who's an expert in perfuming to appreciate the scent. Something like a simple sandalwood scent. That's annoying. I just got a call from a fucking spammer. I gave him a piece of my mind. I think we're okay here, but we are going to add a little bit more water. This soap is pretty easy to dial in, I have to say. As far as kind of like latherability goes, it is very, very good. Shut up. I need to be careful on that spot where there's a soap glob. But apart from that, we're good. Cool. Okay. Let's put the lid on that. Don't go with that. Dry it off. Okay, let's get to shaving, shall we? So Henckels Friodur 472. It's been a while. Let's do it. I love the sound of this razor. I've told you before, it's such a beautiful sound. A channel I'd like to recommend to you, if you're a fan of straight razor content, is Edge Dynamics. It's a channel I've actually been watching still. Like I put some like goop on the razor. I don't watch many shaving channels anymore, I have to say. Like most of what I watch now, I still watch some of the big dudes. Paul H, some of Kevy's videos. The thing I like about this Edge Dynamics guy is he does all of the restorations for the razors. Not only that, but I think he has very good straight razor technique. And as I'm still improving, I still really enjoy watching that sort of stuff. If I remember, I'll put his link in the description. If not, go check him out, he's very good. He uses a lot of vintage straights. Kind of loads of Sheffield stuff. Good videos. So yeah, check them out for sure. I actually won a bid on eBay for like an old Sheffield wedge, which I'm really looking forward to trying. I like the traditional wedges. Never had the opportunity to use one, so it's gonna be fun. I'll be sure to bring a video of that too, if I have time. I mean, I'm gonna try and make videos more regularly, and it's funny because I've had a lot of people ask me like, have you stopped? Like, have you stopped doing it? My intention is to never stop doing it. I was thinking about it for a while, but then think about what I personally get from it, and I enjoy it. I enjoy interacting with you all. So I will bring videos when I have new stuff. If I don't have new stuff, then I won't bring videos. That's kind of the way I'm going to do it. What do you guys think of that? Some guys can use the same things over and over again in videos, and that's fair enough to them. That's not something I particularly want to do, I have to say. So there is that. But overall, like, I'm enjoying shaving, like the actual act of shaving, a lot more than I was before I purchased the items. So yeah, I sold the Valet. Not because it's bad by any means, but it's because I have a lot of brushes. I can't warrant having a brush that expensive anymore, quite frankly. So I got rid of it. Someone will see the wonder of that brush. I am almost certain of it. It's lovely. Nice. I've been shaving with straights somewhat regularly, once or twice a week when I have time. It's funny because for me personally, I don't find they give me as close a shaves as DEs, mainly because of the way my facial hair grows. But they give me more gratifying shaves. And that's almost definitely down to my proficiency. I can get a shave done, but I'm no means the epitome of straight razor technique. So nice. Okay. Let's go down again on the neck. Cool. And then we'll do a cleanup pass. The thing I love about these Solingen razors, these Henckels Friodurs, is they're made of stainless, not carbon steel. So they don't rust in the same way, which is a fucking pain in the ass, I have to say. No rust, less care. They just do kind of what they're supposed to, just dry them off and shove them on a shelf or something. It's very convenient. Okay. Very nice. Switch hands. Very nice, cool. I think we're done in terms of the actual shave there, guys. In fact, what we will do, go up on the sideburns, because the sideburns, if I don't go against the grain, still look very obvious. I really do like the extra weight the wedges have. That near wedge sprecher I have is my favorite razor, my favorite straight razor for sure. I just find it glides around the face. It's not as maneuverable, but just by virtue of the weight. But I like just how effortlessly rather, just goes through the hair. No bollocks. That was a good shave. Let me clean up the gear a bit, and we'll get to the post. So, I'm gonna say this again. I hope you all are well. I'm not dead, thankfully. I have been posting on Instagram still fairly regularly, so if you follow me on there, you'll see some of my updates. I've been really enjoying shaving, I have to say. So, the love definitely has not died for me. Let's wash off the face, and we'll just get to the post. Good shave. Okay. Let me dry off the side there, because it's gonna drive me bananas if I don't. It's kind of like Michael Friedberg in the water dripping down his arm. Okay, let's do this after shipment. So Dragonsbeard V2. I actually find the scent on this to be a bit more coffee forward than Oud, but it's still very nice. Actually smells a bit latte-ish, which is kind of funny. So this is actually alcohol based, which, as you guys know, it's not my cup of tea. But so I wait for it to settle a little bit, and then I apply. The face feel of the aftershave is wonderful. The way I would describe it is it doesn't feel like really super enhanced. It feels as good skin should, if you know what I mean. I don't know if that means anything to you, but it does to me. Okay, let me do a recap of the stuff I used and I'll let you guys go. So I used Ethos Grooming, Dragonsbeard V2, Oud and Coffee, wonderful. My only criticism, as I said at the start, buying process is a clusterfuck and the soap is a little bit too soft for my liking, but aside from that, I really do enjoy it. My razor of choice was the, one of my favorites, quite honestly, my Henckels Friodur 472, made of completely stainless steel, so it's pretty much rust resistant. My brush was my Mervyn Cadman. It's a silver floor brush. This has a V5 turn and shave tip knot. And my post was the matching splash to the soap. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you're new around here, haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Very much appreciated. Apart from that, hope you're all well once again. Thank you all for your support over these past few months. Really appreciate it. My name is Jack, your host in the Virtual Groomer. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful day, and goodbye for now.